Probably for the last 15 years I've been on this something that I took away from my reading of Eckhart Tolle's teachings is a question he presents to his readers or his students is to ask, how is life, or how is God, or how is the universe calling you to serve? And so I'm always asking that question, how am I being called to serve, whether it's for Sarah or our kids or our friends or my family, whatever that might be. And so when this opportunity came up to bring a seed to Norway, it was like, wow, how am I being called to serve? There it is. Along the way, this seed comes up, and this invitation to go to Norway and plant one in Norway to amplify all these beautiful qualities. And one of them is a government and a society that goes out of its way to provide clean drinking water for everyone in that society. I think that's such a beautiful thing to amplify. And for that crystal to communicate with the other crystals. And so it's, I mean, obviously there's different scenarios, there's drought and there's different things like that, but when a whole country, a whole government, a community, the people come together and make that a priority, that can happen. And you can drink the water. And it was like, it was such a, and then you bathed in that water too. And you showered in that water, you cleansed in that water. It was just like, wow, what a powerful intention to have, and not an intention, but a wish to fulfill on, to provide everybody with clean drinking water. And then according to the Ligatum Prosperity Index, Norway's #1, you know, they have the highest capita per GDP, and you know, Norwegians have the second highest level of satisfaction with their standards of living. 95% say they're satisfied with the freedom to choose the direction of their lives. And as they say, an unparalleled 74% say other people can be trusted. According to Save the Children's 15th Annual State of the World's Mother Report, Norway was #2 again for providing a place where mothers and women can feel safe being a mother.
So basically right now there's very few people actually working with the crystals. They are of course mined and they're cut by the individuals in Brazil, and we are very careful that we have the highest quality mine that observes you know, as fair trade as is absolutely possible. And then on our side, the people who work with the crystals to actually wrap them, they have the intention to have no intention, if that makes sense. And the archangels, basically they work with us throughout the entire process. I was living in Santa Fe when I was living with a crystal beacon, and what it does is it draws up that earth energy, and the bottom crystal amplifies it. Then the earth energy goes up and it hits that top crystal, which then communicates with the solar energy. All of this regulated by the archangels. Because the copper casing actually is simply there to protect the crystals, actually. It's very interesting. It is sacred geometry. The 27 nodes correspond to the 27 nakshatras, or star systems that most affect Mother Earth. But all that being said, the archangels have explained to us that the external structure is really there as a protective measure to kind of protect us from human intention or programming, so the crystals themselves don't really need to be cleared, which is quite remarkable, because crystals do totally, like, you know, they take in programming very easily. We plant these crystal seeds, you know, on our pilgrimages. We get together with 30 friends who give $30, and then we can plant this crystal.
I see the country as a whole doing that, having put its ego aside and harnessing this purpose. The Nobel Peace Prize comes out of Norway. The princess of Norway, Martha
Louise, yeah.
Martha Louise communes with the archangels. She's written 2 books on communing with archangels. It's living on the cutting edge, on purpose, giving all that you have in every moment for the purpose that you know. That's what Earth is doing. It's rebirthing everything that's given to her for the next best moment use of what's there.